Mm-hmm.
And hello again over here. You got me. It's Dale again. Sorry, I'm gonna take my mask off. We're in our service bay here. Okay, we have probably one of the largest, if not the largest, service bays for wheelchair accessible vehicles, lifts, hand controls, etc., which we talked about earlier. Okay, so this is where we do all of our work in-house here. We have 10 technicians that work here at Aero Mobility. There's Charlie, one of our head technicians. He's working on this rear entry Honda. Okay, we do a lot of rear entry vans, but everybody needs to remember that you need to service these vehicles. You should service a vehicle every 6 months for preventative maintenance, because if you're paying $20,000 to $30,000 for a conversion, you want to make sure that it lasts at least 10 years, if not longer. Okay? So what Charlie's doing, he's installing some retractable tie downs so that we have more tie downs, so we can have more wheelchairs inside of this vehicle. Okay? Say hi, Charlie. Charlie's my man. Okay. Now this vehicle here, this one was just sold. This is actually a manual ramp. It's a side entry. We don't do a ton of those, but we do stock them at all times. So if somebody's out there that wants a lower end van with manual conversion because it's cheaper, we do have those, mostly in Dodges. Okay. Now this bad boy right here, this is a Sprinter 2500. Okay. Vans don't get any bigger and longer than this. This is a 170-inch wheelbase. This is set up. People usually purchase their vehicle, bring it here, and we upfit it to make it wheelchair accessible. This is what we call a full platform lift. This is a Rycon lift. What it does, it'll lift. The person will come up here to this platform and roll in. This particular vehicle, if you'll notice inside, has two lockdowns, excuse me. And those two lockdowns are for 2 children. These people have 2 children. And this is paid for by the regional center. So regional centers will help with the conversions. Maybe not pay all, but at least some of the conversion. So this is set up so mom and dad can get next to their child. Somebody's driving, and then there's 2 seats. We're going to bring it around the other side and show you. I want to turn and show this now. And I'll get on the other side. Okay. Now, if you'll look in here, you can see the tie downs. Okay, and then there's extra seats, so caregivers can be next to the child if the child needs to be suctioned or has some respiratory equipment that they need to have. This is set up for that. Okay, but this is the biggest Mercedes that they make. 2,500, 170-inch wheelbase. You can camp in this thing. Okay, so now we're going to move further down the road. We're going to come over on this side here. This is the area here that we take our cars and we refurbish them. Okay? So let's say somebody wants to trade in their car, or they want to sell their car because they don't need it anymore. Those cars come over to this side. First thing we do is we check the motor, transmission, and conversion. If those are in good condition, we'll rehab the car. It's hard to believe, but this is a 2006 Toyota Sienna. You can see we take pride in our used cars. These cars usually sit here for 2 months before they go out to the main lot. Because those used cars don't come with a warranty, come with a 30 or 60-day warranty. We have to make sure that this car is in good condition because our customer is in a wheelchair. So we started this company doing used vans, and we've progressed, obviously. But we still care about the people that can only afford what they can afford. And then George is over here. He's redoing the carpet inside of this vehicle here. Put inside. What we do is we tear the car apart and we put it back together again. If you come up here and get this shot, he's put a new floor in here. Bring it up. There you go. Can you see what he's doing? Yeah, you can see. Okay, so George has redone the floor in this car. Okay. Say hi, George.
Hi, how are you? I'm working right here.
So these cars are torn apart from the inside out. I know it's hard to believe, but that's how we do our business here. We pride ourselves in our work, especially with the used cars. Right, George?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take you over to the fabricating department. Now, my fabricator is not here, but we'll show you where he works soon. He's working on this car. He's going to fabricate something for this vehicle here. Now this chair right here is going to get what we call an automatic lockdown, which would be an easy lock and or a Q-string lockdown. This is the special plate. This probably weighs about 25 pounds at least, okay? So it has two parts to it. This part is the pin that holds it in position. This is the part that keeps the chair from going up and down. This is a special new chair that's been put out by, not chair, but bracket that's been put out by Q-string, okay? Boy, that thing's heavy. And that goes on these specialized chairs here. This is a elevating M3 Permobil. Very expensive chair, $30,000 to $40,000 chairs, okay? And this is where we do all of our fabricating work. Like I told you earlier in one of our segments, Sal Garcia, Salvador Garcia, is our fabricator, master craftsman. Everything that's invented by him is done in this area right here. So we're going to move over here. As you can see, we end up with a lot of extra seats. We have to take a lot of seats out of the cars and get them converted. And then eventually somebody comes and picks them up, takes them, sells them, whatever. Are you bringing it down? You want to go through. This is Danny Boy, and he's working on this car. He's refurbishing this car, just like what George is doing. This is the area that we do this type of work. Say hi, Dan. Hello. Okay, now we're going to bring it over to our upholstery shop. Okay? We do our own upholstery in-house. Miguel is our upholstery master craftsman. Okay? We're going to bring him right in his office. Okay? This man can go stitch for stitch with anybody. BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Lamborghini. He can make seat covers for anything. Trust me, I know. He's done stuff for me personally. Say hi, Miguel. Hi. Okay. You're on YouTube now.
Oh.
All the girls are going to want to see you now.
Take over my husband just see my more bad.
Oh, yeah. See that handsome man?
My face is
Thank you, Mickey. We appreciate your work. He's the best.
Hey, the other day, what happened in the Honda? Is for sale or not?
Oh, I don't know. It's Danny's car.
Oh.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's all of our materials that we have. Here's the actual, this is what a seat actually looks like. People don't really know what a seat looks like, but that's what a seat looks like. And then these are put on. These are what we call the foam parts that go under the seat. And then at some point, seats are just skins, okay? This skin just gets pulled over the outside of that and the frame, and that's how you make a seat, okay? Now over here, as you can see down here, all different types of metal. That's how much fabricating work we do. I mean, we have a very large amount of metal here, but we fabricate a lot of custom stuff for specific vehicles. Custom work, that's what we're all about. It's customizing everything for our customers, okay? So you really, through all these videos, you've got to see the inner workings of what Aero Mobility is. It's a big shop, but this is still the mom and pop store in Southern California. the only one. And I consider myself very honored and privileged to be able to work here. So thank you so much for being with us today.